Hello, dear friends. This is your host, Dr. Brian Maila, here at the BMI Care TV community, where we share various opportunities from scholarships to career development and indeed career opportunities in terms of jobs that you, our viewers, and indeed our subscribers can take advantage of. So if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and be a part of the BMI Care TV community, so that when we share opportunities such as these, friends, you will be amongst those that will benefit from these opportunities. And to make sure you do that, friends, once you've subscribed, go a step further and hit that bell icon, selecting all notifications so that each time we upload videos, you will receive a notification. Dear friends, today we will be sharing yet another exciting opportunity, and this is basically an organization called Flint, which is responsible for the recruitment of nurses, and it is basically recruiting nurses for the United States of America, so particularly international nurses. And so, dear friends, if you are an international nurse with a bachelor's degree, with a 1 year clinical experience, then this opportunity is meant for you. And more so, if you are looking to, migrate to the United States and build your career from that end, then indeed this opportunity is for you. And if you do know somebody who may be, meeting those credentials, then you know that you will do well to share this opportunity with them. And so without further ado, I'd like to ask you, dear friends, to please like this video, give this video that thumbs up so that this video can be widely circulated within YouTube. And so to start, let's look at some brief information about Flint. So Flint is on a mission to fix American healthcare by solving the biggest problem that they face. And this is basically having nurses that are not enough. And so they are doing so by removing the barriers for international nurses to migrate and build a career in the United States. And they envision to, help over 1,000 nurses migrate to the United States by the year 2023. So you can see, dear friends, here that they have a team that is working on this particular purpose. Now, to learn more, let's look at the nurse careers. And so when you look at this, dear friends, you can see that Flint is an international search firm seeking experienced and qualified nurses from around the world. The program that they offer is specifically designed to help internationally educated nurses to succeed permanently in the United States. They partner with respected American hospitals, offering an all-inclusive solution for nurses to seamlessly transition into their new life in America. Flint provides fully sponsored licensing, immigration, and relocation programs. So they say they pay for legal and processing fees, licensing, and offer premium placement. So you can see that when you click on that, you are coming to a whole lot of frequently asked questions for internationally educated nurses. Now, before we go to these, dear friends, I'd like for us really to just look at this section here, which says from start to finish. They say here that our talented team of nurse educators and staff will guide you through the entire process. Flint offers an NCLEX preparation course, covers the cost of taking the NCLEX, provides travel to the nearest testing center, completes your nurse license application, provides job placement, and world-class immigration services. We consider your nursing skills, experience, and goals when assessing which facilities are best suited for you. And so Apply now and discover what exciting new career opportunities with growth potential awaits you in America, where you will apply your existing skills and knowledge while learning new ones. The team that is experienced at NES Education will guide you and start your journey today. So this is where you apply if you are interested in this particular opportunity. And this opportunity, dear friends, is basically for those that have not yet passed the NCLEX exam. So you put in your email there and you say apply. So that's basically what you do. Now, in terms of frequently asked questions, so you can see here it's highlighted to say, who is this for? International educated registered nurses with clinical experience and a willingness to relocate to the US permanently to work as a registered nurse in a healthcare facility setting. Is Flint a staffing company? Flint is an international search service. We are different from typical agencies because we don't just try to fill gaps in employment. We try to match the nurses' skills with the right job and facility. We want nurses to be successful and find a mutually beneficial long-term fit. Retaining its staff is also in the partner's facility's interest. How does one apply? To get started, you can visit this link here and click the apply button. So if you click this, dear friends, you will be brought to this page here where you can push in your email and apply just like I showed you in the previous section of this video. So now let's go scrolling down there. What do I need to apply? To apply, you need a valid registered nursing license in any country, a 4-year Bachelor's of Science in Nursing as a registered nurse, at least 1 year of registered nursing clinical experience post-graduation, good English and communication skills. What will help my chances of being selected? Communication is really important for the healthcare facilities. The more effective your communication, the better. 1 year of clinical experience is great, and 3 years is even better. Moreover, we are looking for nurses who have a great attitude and critical thinking ability. Do I have to sign a contract with Flint? Yes, the agreement is a two-way commitment. It legally binds us to follow through with our financial obligations and that both of us will follow through with the process. How much information about Flint will I get before making a decision? You can make a decision to work with us whenever you feel comfortable. We have helpful resources on our website to answer any questions you might have before making a decision. You can also call us to speak with a Flint representative. What if I am already in a long-term employment contract in my home country? We will consider you for a position when your contract is closer to completion. Please let your Flint representative know about this when you apply. Who does Flint work with? On our website, you will also find the list of healthcare partners that work with us. How do I know Flint will follow through with the process? Early on, Flint invests in your success by financing your NCLEX education and licensing. Therefore, we both have interest to follow through to complete the process. Before starting, we will sign agreements with you that legally binds us to our obligations. The next question is, how much experience does the Flint team have? So our team collectively has 20+ years of immigration industry experience, placing hundreds in 20+ states. We have experience with many different visas and situations. What are the working conditions for an immigrant nurse in the United States of America? The working conditions for an immigrant are the same as every American nurse in the United States. Some of these benefits include paid overtime, paid work breaks, and paid vacation every year. Where in the US will I work? We work with many different types of healthcare facilities and health centers in many states of the United States. You will go through a matching and interview process with prospective employers before we start immigration, so you know where you will be going. We consider your skills, experience, and goals when we are assessing which facility is best suited to you for many years. We consider both your preferences and the needs of the facility to ensure that we make a match that works well for nurses and the facilities. What will be my wage? Nursing is a respected area of employment in the United States, and nurses are compensated well above the national average. Furthermore, protected by law, you will be paid the same as an American nurse. You can learn more about these laws here. Your specific wage will depend on your position, location, and employer. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in May 2021, the median salary for a registered nurse in the United States was $77,600 per annum. How often will I be paid? Typically, American nurses are paid every 2 weeks. How long is the employment contract? Typically, employment contracts will be 3 years. The goal is for us to match you with the right employer for a good long-term fit, as this is what the employers want as well. We consider your skills, experience, and goals when assessing which healthcare facility is best suited to you. We consider both your preferences and the needs of the healthcare facility to ensure that we make a match that works well for nurses and the facilities. You will have the opportunity to review the contract before committing. What happens after my employment contract is complete? Typically, the contract is renewed when the employment arrangement is a good fit. What happens if my employment arrangement doesn't work out before finishing my 3 years contract? Typically, we will help reassign you to another employer. If you have already completed more than 2 years with a Flint employer, you will be required to work for 1 full year after reassignment. This is the minimum requirement from the employers. How does Flint make money? The healthcare facilities pays Flint for recruitment services, which include finding nurses, licensing, immigration, and relocation. Flint does not charge the nurse as part of the program. How much support will I get throughout the process? We will provide you guidance through the whole process, sharing next steps along the whole journey. This includes licensing, immigration, and employment arrangements. We also connect you with a network of nurses for support. This network includes nurses who are currently going through the same step of the journey as you, and international nurses who are already working in the United States. Can I bring my family with me? Yes. You will have the opportunity for you to bring spouses and dependents under the age of 21 with you to begin your new life in the United States. The costs associated with immigrating and relocating family members are not included in our service. However, we do offer additional financial assistance in the form of a loan to be paid off after you start working. If you want to immigrate with your family, make sure to include that in your profile when you are prompted to do so. Can my spouse work in the US? Yes. If you have a spouse relocating with you, they may be eligible to work in the United States of America. This is dependent on the type of visa and the terms of your authorization to work in the US. Flint's immigration lawyer will advise you on this process. The next question, what will my living arrangements be in the US? Flint will find you a 1-year rental accommodation. This is a typical living arrangement for Americans. We will provide the first month's rent as part of your relocation package. Do I start working right after landing in the US? You can expect to begin to work at your healthcare facility within 1 month, depending on the requirements of your employer and the government agencies processing your file. This delay generally gives you time to get settled and organized before you start working. How much support will I get after landing in the US? To help you transition to your new country, we also have a relocation advisor to help advise you on matters such as obtaining a driver's license, bank account. Please see our website for more information on U.S. culture and relocation. How long is the process? The process length varies depending on the person. Typically, the process takes between 6 months and 2 years before we are dependent on the visa processing time. So these are dependent on the visa processing times. So can I stop the process with Flint? We really hope you stay, but if you must leave, you will need to repay Flint for the costs we have already paid for on your behalf. What can help speed up the process? The quicker you complete the steps in your online profile, the faster the process will be. If you already have a U.S. nursing license or some of the documents required for U.S. licensing, that will help speed the process. What will be my status in the U.S.? The status will be dependent on the visa you're going to qualify for. Flint's immigration lawyer again will advise you on this. What is the NCLEX exam? In order to become licensed to work in the U.S. as a registered nurse, nurses must take and pass a qualifying exam called the NCLEX. You must pass the NCLEX qualifying exam before we can start the immigration process. If you have already passed it, you won't need to take it again. How should I prepare for the NCLEX? Flint provides an extensive NCLEX course specifically designed to help internationally educated nurses like you prepare for the NCLEX qualifying exam. As part of the program, we have a nurse educator to prepare materials, help advise on learning strategies, and answer NCLEX related questions. Flint will also provide the opportunity to connect you with other nurses who are preparing for the test for support through a discussion board. What happens if I fail the NCLEX on my first attempt? So you will have around 45 days in between before a reattempt. But in some cases, you may be discontinued depending on the decision that Flint makes. Now, what happens basically is that you must take the test again in 45 days at the earliest. This is a rule set by the testing authority so that you can focus on remediation and preparing for those studies. If I'm already in the immigration and licensing process, can I work with Flint? We usually can work with you. Reach out to our team to learn more. What is the level of English proficiency that is required? So employers care that you can communicate effectively with staff and patients. They require a professional level of English, which can be demonstrated in the interviews and by passing an English exam. To qualify for Flint's NCLEX program, you will need to submit proof of a current passing score on the IELTS academic or TOEFL IBT English exams. If nurses need additional practice time and would like to improve their English proficiency due to a failed language exam, Flint offers an English as a second language course. So will I need to take an English test? Yes. For immigration and licensing, you will need to take one of either the IELTS or the academic or IELTS academic or the TOEFL IBT English exam. So that is something that you have to take note of. And the scores are such that you may need an overall score of 6.5 for spoken band, 7.0 for the spoken band, and then 6.5 in all the others. So for the TOEFL IBT, you must have an overall score greater than 83 and 26 in the speaking section. Will I need a passport? Yes, most definitely. Will I be able to study and continue to specialize in the US? The US has many programs to help you achieve your career goals. Be sure to let your prospective employer know what your goals are like. So you have additional questions here. So you can still look through these additional questions that may also help you to learn more about this program. So you can see here, what if I do not pass the NCLEX on the first try? Since Flint chooses to send nurses to the exam, we take that responsibility. The National Council of State Boards of Nursing requires 45 days in between exam attempts. Therefore, 4 weeks of remediation and education will be required before resitting the exam. However, Flint reserves the right to end the contract and not send the next candidate for a retest. In this case, the next candidates would not owe Flint any money. Yeah, so this is information about Flint, which is a recruitment agency recruiting nurses for the United States of America, different states. Now, just to show you that, this recruitment agency is legit, let's go on Indeed, where we find that they have recently advertised this job here. So you can see this job advert where they are looking for registered nurses and they're willing to sponsor their H-1B visa, okay? But for these ones, they actually require that you have passed the NCLEX exam. And you can see the wages are from $29 to $53 per hour, and this is like full time. So if you are that nurse with NCLEX passed already, Bachelor's of Science degree, registered nurse with 1 year clinical experience, then this job is for you, and you would do well to take advantage of this job. I'll be sharing this job in the description box of this video so that you can take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. So you can see, a lot more information about this here. But again, you may wish to read here. Okay, there's somewhere here, yes. So successfully passed NCLEX exam. Then they say here that if you have not yet passed the NCLEX, please apply to our other program here, which is the one I've just described for you. You can apply through that route. But also, I can show you here that they had advertised something similar here, where they were looking for nurses, and these nurses needed not necessarily needed not to have necessarily passed the NCLEX exam. So they were going to support this 100% sponsored nurse program. So 3 months NCLEX course to prepare for the licensing exam. Travel expenses, including flights and hotels to the testing centers, 1 month of rent on arrival, fees for all exams and certifications are included, support to prepare for interviews with hospitals and negotiate the best salary, legal representation. So you can see their friends, and the requirements here were a registered nurse license in your country, a bachelor's degree in nursing sciences. Please note that 2 years or 3 years diplomas are not eligible. Excellent English communication skills. So the assistance with licensing in the US and visa processes, free NCLEX course or inclusive program, competitive pay in the United States. And these were the job description. Yeah, so again, I will be able to leave this link in the description box of this video so that, friends, you can actually learn more about this particular job offer or job opportunity. Now, for those that already have NCLEX, so this is your job here. And again, they are offering visa sponsorship as well as relocation support. So do well, friends, to look through this job and the other job, as well as the website for Flint, which I'll be sharing in the description box of this video for you who are interested to work in the United States as nurses. But now, friends, this is what I had wanted to share for you today. And I am glad that you have been able to visit us. If you have not yet subscribed, friend, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and become part of the BMI Care TV community. And lastly, friend, I'd like to encourage you to please like this video and circulate it widely within your network. As of now, it's bye-bye until we meet in yet another exciting video. Thank you.